Hi everyone, welcome back to my art channel. My name is Grace, and as promised, I have part 2 of my very sad art haul. So in this part, I'm going to be swatching all the goodies that I got during that haul that I went to. So just as a recap, I'm going to post the video, the first part up here on the card on the screen, and link down below. But what happened was that I went to this art store in Berkeley. One of my subscribers on Pinterest, he had recommended me going to this art supply store. It's actually called Artist and Craftsman art supply store. So when I went, they were actually closing the store, so they had a sale because they were going to close the store, so everything was 40% off. So I was very sad that was going on, but I actually got some good deal. I got some good deals on a lot of stuff that are professional grade supplies, so I'm going to swatch that. So I actually took the liberty of doing this swatch card for the acrylic paints. So this little line here in the middle is just to check the opacity. If you've been using art supplies, you know that depending on the pigment, depending on the brand and the formula, some pigments are less opaque than others. So that's what I'm trying to see here. I put the name of the color, the pigment, and the brand. So let me start with the golden. I think I'm just going to swatch it on the paper. So the first one is Primary Magenta, which looks like this. Just going to put some here, just to make it easier on myself. That is a very pretty color. As you can see, there's some, I want to say this might be semi-opaque. And it's kind of true to the label. I don't know if you could tell here. You could tell on the label that it's not as opaque, but it's not as transparent either. Now let's do Nickel Azo Yellow. Now, I think I touched on this before, but I really like the Golden brand, that when they're swatching, they give you like a real paint swatch of how the color is going to look like. So that is something that I really appreciate from Golden. Let me clean my brush as much as I can. So then we're going with Nickel Azo Yellow. This is PY150. And yeah, this one's very transparent, as you can see. And like I said, it goes very well with what the swatch in here on the paint tube. So that's really good. I really appreciate that. So then we're going to Naples Yellow Hue. Now this one, it should be opaque because it has pigment white. And here on the, as you can see here on the color, it looks very opaque. So originally I was going to do this as a voiceover, but then I decided against it. I got a new microphone that I want to try out and see how it's going to work with the voiceover, but for me it's a little harder to do voiceovers. I don't know, it just takes a little bit more time when I'm editing it. Oh yeah, you see this one is opaque. Like opaque. Let's see, now we have, oh, I think those are all the golden that I have. Now we're going with Transparent Viridian by Liquitex. It's actually Hue, so I mean that's not the right pigment, I mean the true pigment. Where are you? Okay, so transparent Viridian Hue. It is pigment PG7. This is by Liquitex. This is their artist gray line. So if it's transparent, I'm expecting it to be transparent, not as opaque. And yep, very transparent. Nice. Green. My goodness, my swatches look horrible, but okay, let me see. Sorry, we keep hearing that sound. That's my chair. Okay, so now we have, oh gosh, Phthalo Cyan Blue, green shade. I think that's how you read it. Phthalo Cyan Blue. I want to say that's right because it sounds right, so I'm not sure. So correct me if I'm wrong. So this is Phthalo Cyan Blue, green shade, pigment PB15. Again by Liquitex. Goodness, some of these names are just kind of hard to pronounce. So let's see. This one looks like it might be a little bit more. Oh no, actually I think it's transparent. We'll see. Let me clean my brush. Let's see how this one swatches. Not bad. Oh, maybe semi-opaque. You can see a little bit of the black line underneath. Okay, that's a pretty blue. Then we have Quinacridone Red Orange. Quinacridone Red Orange. Now this one, it did not have any pigment information. I could not find it at all. I didn't even check on the website, but if it's not on the tube, I don't know why it would be on the website. I know some brands. I believe Winsor & Newton with their cadmium free formula, they do not put it on the tube. I'm not sure if because they don't want to give out the formula. So that could be it. I'm really not sure, so we'll see. Okay, so this one looks, yeah, this is more transparent. Very nice color. It's funny because when I was growing up, red was my favorite color. And if you look at my watercolor collection, that's the color that I have the most. And I still like it, but lately I've been so much into purples and like this mustard yellow that I've just been loving. Okay, it's neutral gray. So this one should be opaque. And I don't know, let me see if I could get you closer. Here, so I believe this square means that it's going to be opaque. And I believe when it's like this, it's transparent and this is opaque. But it's always, excuse my chair, it's always good to still do your own swatches to see how they look to you. Yeah, you see this one is opaque, and you could tell right away because the pigment, you have a PY6, the pigment white on it. Let's see. Oh, so I don't know if I said so. For the Phthalo Cyan Blue is PB15. Quinacridone Red Orange didn't have a pigment on it. And then we have this guy, which is PB, K9, PVR7, and PW6. Okay, moving on to Cobalt Green. Now this one is the real deal. It is not a hue, so they actually use a cobalt pigment to it. And I believe cobalts are opaque by nature. So we are going to see. It looks opaque. Yeah, very pretty green though. It's PG50, that's the pigment number. This is a pretty nice, little bit muted green. Okay, now we're going to move on to Cerulean Hue Blue. There's going to be PG29, PG7, PW6, PV15, 3. So this should be opaque. Where are you? Here. It should be opaque because it has the PB6 pigment. So anytime you see a color that has a white added to it, is 99.9% chance that it's going to be opaque. You can see, nice color. Beautiful color. Okay. Then we're going to Cadmium Free Yellow Deep. This one again, they did not put the pigment information, and I want to say it might be the same case as the Winsor & Newton with their cadmium free formulas. I do not want to give it away. So we have deep. So here's what it looks like. Yeah, this is deep, yes. And some of the reasons why some brands are doing cadmium free colors is because the pigment can be really toxic, and they might want to be a little bit more eco-friendly. So it's up to you whether you want to find if you want to spend on the real cadmium color, or if you want to do a hue, or if you want to try what these brands are trying to do, where they're trying to do like a cadmium free formula. So I'm not sure what colors they're using or what type of formulation they are coming up with, but it's up to you what you want to do. You just have to be mindful. For example, for the colors that contain like this toxic pigments, like your cobalt, your iridians, your cadmiums, you just need to be a little bit more you have to be more safe with them, meaning that you shouldn't be eating or drinking while you're using them. That's just a regular rule of thumb to follow. And like I said, there's people that they just don't want to use them because of the environmental hazards, or they want to be more eco-friendly with their art supplies. Okay, now we have, this is a different one. Where are you? Oh, now we have the cadmium free red medium. Again, doesn't have any pigment number. Should be opaque. Really nice red. Beautiful, beautiful red. Yeah, and you could see not quite as opaque as the Naples yellow or the cerulean, but it's definitely more opaque than the primary magenta or the Quinacridone Red Orange. Another quinacridone, we have Quinacridone Burnt Orange. This is, I like that they put single pigment. I don't know if you could tell right here on the tube. They put single pigment right right here. And this one, it should be PR 206. Not sure. Looks like it might be a little bit more on the opaque, or at least semi-opaque. I have too much water on my brush. Oh, maybe it's a little bit more on the transparent side. It's a nice color though. Let me add a little bit more. Sometimes they will tell you, oh, I think it's semi-opaque. Maybe I just got too much water on my brush. You know, this is something I wish I'd known when I first started painting and I took my first painting classes in college, that there were some pigments that were more opaque than others by nature, because it would have saved me so much time and headaches. You see, this is something that I wish I was taught about colors and pigments. You know, I wish I had taken a day or two to go over pigments and how to read the colors on the tube, instead of just going straight into painting and not knowing nothing. Don't get me wrong, I had some really great art teachers, art professors during my college career, but still. Okay, we transparent mixing white, looks like this, PW4. Oh, this one is transparent. So there's different type of whites. There's titanium white, transparent white, and I believe there's another type of white. So I'm guessing the mixing one is because it's transparent, so when you're mixing, it's not going to make it as opaque as other paints will do. It might stain a little because my brushes might not be as clean. Yeah, you could tell. Really nice white. And you see, this is another thing that I wish I knew when I was in college, is that there are different types of whites and they all have different purposes. Okay, coming up we have yellow medium azo PY74. Yeah, this one's like transparent, or at least on the tube it says semi-transparent or semi-opaque. Okay, here we go. It's a really nice yellow. Now the last two, one is by Sennelier. This is their student grade line abstract. This is ultramarine blue. Pigment is PB29. And I really like how it comes in this pouch for some reason. Come on. Come on out. It doesn't want to come out. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me get this out. Okay. Again, too much water on my brush. Nice blue. And the last one is this Iridescent. Where are you? Where did I put you? Huh. Let me look for it. It's not here on my... Oh, never mind. It's right here. It is Iridescent Copper Light by Golden. This is the fluid line. And, I really liked gold and to put in my paintings. I don't know if I shared this with you last video, but one of my favorite artists is Guston Klimp, and he's known for the Kiss, and he has this very abstract backgrounds, and I just love that, and I can't take inspiration from him to do, sorry, I'm opening this, to do those abstract backgrounds on mine with the gold. I just think it's very pretty. Okay, here I am, open it. I'm back. So this is the Iridescent Copper Light Fluid Acrylics. I'm gonna put a little bit over here. And it looks transparent, as again, as you can see. Oh wow, that's such a pretty gold. And it's not as transparent. Oh wow, this is stunning. Beautiful. Now that is a gold. I hope you're able to see it. Let me get it closer. But look at that. Beautiful. Now that is a color that I just see myself using a lot. Okay, so I'm done with the acrylics, and now I'm going to move on to the watercolor, the color pencils. I do have two acrylic inks I'm going to swatch right now for you as well. So let me move this out of the way and then I'll be right back. I'm back. I didn't realize this video was going to be so long. So before I continue swatching, I want to say thank you to the 200 subscribers that I have so far. It really means a lot that you subscribe to my channel and you like the content that I'm putting. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate if you like and subscribe. I would love it if you can become part of this little community that I'm trying to build here on YouTube. So please, if you have any suggestions or anything that you want to see on my channel, please put a comment down below, and I'll do my best to try to put that content for you. Okay, so now we're going to move on with the two acrylic inks by Amsterdam. I have Light Rose in Naples Yellow Red Light. Again, as I mentioned in my previous video, if you could please go back and watch the acrylic inks video that I did, that I painted. I used the video where I use acrylic inks to paint. I know the beginning of the video is not, the quality is not that good, and I'm trying to figure out why. But if you could please give me a favor and go watch it, I will link it here for you to go and just give it a quick look. Like I said, I apologize for the quality at the beginning. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll try to fix it for next time. So this is Light Rose, and the one that I'm going to put is going to be in Naples Yellow Red Light. Oh, I don't know if you see the stopper. I don't know if it's broken. Let me see. Wow, they're different. This one like that, and then this one is kind of like on an angle. Huh. Let me swatch them really fast. I'll make this video really long. Oh, that's a pretty pink. I like it. Okay, now let's do the, well, you see it's a little bit of dry acrylic in there. That's also very pretty yellow. I like it. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the watercolors. We're going to start, I kind of have some colors already on this palette. So if I'm not mistaken, we're going to do the Engram Cadmium Red Light. This is pigment PR108. Yeah, and I believe that's the one. get a little bit of water. I'm going to do it right here. Look at that nice red. Very beautiful color for like skin tones. Okay, next we're going to do the Cadmium Red Scarlet Hue by Daniel Smith. This is pigment PY53, PR254, and PY83. I think it's this one. Right next to here, so as you can see, this one's a little bit more on the transparent and a little bit more orangey than the cadmium. It's really pretty though. Okay, then we're going to go with this one. This is Verona Gold Ochre, and this is PY43. Okay. I need to see what the difference is between just the yellow ochre. Very transparent. Yellow. Then we have Quinacridone Red Orange. This is, where are you? PO48. A little bit here. I have a lot of Daniel Smith colors because that's what is really available here on all my stores. But honestly, I prefer other brands. Don't hate me because of that statement. I don't know, they do have a wide selection of colors. I give them that, but I just feel like there's other brands out there that I prefer more than Daniel Smith. For example, Ingram, Sennelier. Those are two brands that I really like. Now I have, by Ingram, I have Sepia, which is, where are you? PBR7, PBK6. And maybe I just prefer like a formula that is easier to re-wet, like, you know, Sennelier and Ingram both have honey in their formulas, so that could be why. Okay, so that's sepia. Now we're going to move along to the wash. I'm missing one. Oh, here it is. So we're going to start with raw umber. Now this guy, I opened it before. Let me see if I could do and I can't put it on timeout, like on a paper towel, because all the binder is separating from it. Oh, it's not anymore, thank God. But all the binder is separated and it just went everywhere, so I had to put it on a separate pile. Because the binder was leaking and I didn't want it to make a mess. So we have raw umber. Where are you? Pigment would be PY42 and PVR7. Really nice color. There we go. We're going with Holbein Peacock Blue. This is the only Holbein they have left in their store. Pigment is PB15 PG7. Really nice blue. Okay, here we go. A little more water. It's a really nice blue. Okay, now we have Cadmium Yellow Pale. This is with Cerulean and it is PY35. Let me try to clean this brush as much as I can. I might have to use a different one for the last ones. If you could hear, my husband is on the other room. He's working right now. So hopefully it's not too loud. Okay, so this brush doesn't want to. There we go. This is like a nice orange, yellow to mix. Really nice, cool yellow. And I really like the consistency. And the last one is Perling Black. Pigment, where are you? PVK31. Okay, let me clean. This is the thing we wash, that is so much pigment concentrated. Okay, quick wetting. Look at that. Gonna get that green tint. Really pretty. Okay, so we are done with the watercolors, the acrylic inks, and the wash. So we're going to move on to watercolors. To color pencils. So let me start first with the Polychromos. And I believe this 4. Okay, so we're going to start with light cadmium red. Swatch it right here. This is like a really nice orange, red orange. Then we're going to do scarlet red. Looks like this. Another beautiful red. Now this guy I need to sharpen. Magenta. Let's see if I could only use this guy over here. Very nice, deep magenta color in there. Then we have, what color is this? Red Violet. And I really like the design of the Polychromos, like really just, I don't know how to describe it, but there's something about the way they are made that I really like. Another kind of plum. Then we're going with sky blue. Really pretty blue. And then the last one, light cobalt turquoise. So pretty. Okay, now we're going to move on to the ink tints. So let's see. First, we are going to do this one. This is Peacock Blue. And I believe you could wet them. Is that true? Let me see. Let me add a little bit of water somewhere else. Are the ink tanks the ones that, yeah, I think that's the ones that you could, they're widely soluble. Maybe because they have the little brushing here. So let me see if that is correct. Oh yes. Oh look how pretty. That's a lot of color. So that was Peacock Blue. And we're going to move on to mustard. That's mustard. Let me be right back. I have to go get some water. So again, this was the mustard. So we're going to, it's a really nice color too. Okay, then we are doing, sorry, let me clean this. Let's see, let's do the, oh gosh, I don't even know how to say this name. Shiraz? Okay, let's see, it looks really brown, so let's see how it will look with, oh wow, it's more of like this red plump color. It's so pretty. I mean, you'll never guess it will turn out like that. Okay, we have violet. And I like how well they blend right away. Pretty violet. Very pretty. Okay, now let's do this one. This is red violet. Here at the end it looks really like pale purple. Not pale, but using like this doesn't translate to that. At least dry. Let's see wet. I guess it's really pretty though. You know, this is why you should always do swatches, because this color doesn't really, well, I guess in a way it does, but this is more, it's not as muted as it looks in here. Okay, we have two more. We have Willow. Okay, let's do this. Very nice soft brown. Okay, and the last one is outliner, which kind of looks like a black. Oh wow, it feels like charcoal almost. Wait, is this even? Oh, I guess this is not water soluble because it's not really doing, and it doesn't have the little paintbrush as the other ones. Like this one has the paintbrush, this one doesn't, so I guess that's why it's not. So is it more like charcoal then? Is it like a charcoal pencil? Could be. Okay, now last product that I have is this ink fill brush by Pentel. So let's open it up. Okay, it is coming. There we go. I thought it was going to be blacker, like more black. I guess it says gray or gray water-based ink. Oh, it's not bad. Let me see. So you can make really thick line, or you can make how thin. Yes, you can make some. Not bad to experiment with. Okay, everyone, so those are all the products that I got in this haul. Again, you could shop still online. You can still shop online for the store, even though they close here in Berkeley, but they do have some other stores across the nation. So I'll link the website down below for you to check it out. I'll definitely probably buy from them still. I really like the products that they carry, and I really like their message that they're employee owned. Again, sorry for this video for being so long, but I hope you stick to it. If you have any comments, suggestions, please let me know. And again, thank you for everybody who has subscribed to my channel, and if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. I would love it if you become part of this little community that I'm trying to build here on YouTube. And I'll see you next time. Bye.